Yahoo! Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Welcome to class. It's another week. It is now Monday, so no happy Monday. I also am full of Filipino desserts right now. Hello, hello. Okay, quite a few things happened while while I was getting the stream started, I see. Including, get your stickers, everyone. Get your stickers. I see some stickers getting got. Getting last is quite hard. It actually is. Wait, let me scroll up. I was seeing some of your guys' chat messages before. Real roll of the dice. It kind of is because you have to get it like right before I raid out. But like, you know, the but then like everyone else is saying like, oh bye, thank you for stream, heart. So, you know, it actually is a bit of a challenge, so let's scroll up and see who we got here. We got Seribot, the Rock. Our Rock. And then Folk, you got your sticker. Julian, hello. Teacher back. Thank God. Thank gosh, art history's back. It's back on the menu. Hello, hello. And then Matthew, you're first. You got the coveted first chat message. And then Folk, thank you for the— that's what I saw. I was like, why is there so many emotes on the screen suddenly? Thank you for the 14 months. Consider subscribing to Babinka Plus, now with new benefits like an extra hall pass every semester, and Mr. Pancakes does homework for you. I mean, he would do the homework for you, but that's not a guarantee that it's gonna be correct. You know? That's not even a guarantee that he's gonna put anything legible on the paper. He might just, like, you know, bounce on the stamp pad a little bit, and then just, like, put his butt, like, his butt print on your homework. And then you turn it in. You turn it in to turn it in, and then I'll be looking at it like, man, the Babinkas are really dumb. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. But yeah, thank you for the 14 months, Folk. I appreciate it. Hello, Apollo, not first. It's okay. It's okay. It's not like that one movie where if you're not first, you're last. You're still a welcome member of the Babinka class of society. Sad. It's okay, it's okay. You missed me? Aw, thanks. That means a lot. I hope things have been good with y'all. We were just talking about, yeah, getting last is pretty hard because, you know, you have to time it so that it's right after I say, like, my, like, oh, till next time, I'll wait, what do I say when I read out? I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and evening, and as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys, and then I raid out. You have to, like, time your message so that it gets— but you also have to correct for latency as well, so it is a bit of a challenge. It is a bit of a challenge. Real roll of the dice. It's okay, dum dum. No. Bye-bye! Yeah, wait, you're right, I do say the— I didn't even realize it. Yeah, I do say the bye-bye! Dub Vito, hello! I love that emote. The happy. happy. Hello everyone. Let me put my tracking on and then we'll get started. I keep saying this during our Digimon streams. I'm pretty tired, so I want to say that it's gonna be pretty short today. We might just go like about hour and a half, 2 hours, but it always turns out to be like I end up like getting way too into it, and the next thing you know, it's like 10 p.m. my time. So we'll see. We get the tracking on, and we'll read what Folk has to say. Why did you? What are you doing? Why is there a paragraph? All right, let's get to class. Get to class. No, the tracking. Okay, wait. How come it's not working? Give me a second. I'm being telepathic and there's mysterious icons next to me. What happened? My tracking's working on my phone, but it's not okay, I guess we're PNGinka today. We're PNGinka. Don't worry, I may have disappeared, but I'm still speaking to you directly into your mind. There you go. Wait, why was I in this outfit again? Oh, I was giving you guys the one day blinding stew. Which if you guys still want, you know, you let me know. Let me know if you still want that one day blinding stew. Alright, let's see what you guys have to say. Would you rather get an essay that's 5 pages of pancake butt or something copied from ChatGPT where they didn't even bother removing? As an AI model, I cannot have an opinion on the subject. That's a fair point. I think I would rather have 5 pages of pancake butt in that in that context. I would much rather have that. You're not doing a Matisse stream? Not today. I know I had to cancel my art appreciation stream, but I wanted today to be kind of chill. I'm tired from coming back from the office. It was an office day today. Matisse stream will be I think I said Friday. Yeah, we're gonna do Friday PST time. PST day. I'm sorry, my sentences are always 100 words long. I am a verbose bear. It's okay. I love the fellow verbose bears. It's just, I think I saw your comment out of the corner of my eye and I was like, whoa, what's that? But you bring up a fair point. I would rather have bear butt. We can see Monsteras. Yeah. I do like the works of Matisse. I think Matisse was one of the first artists I studied when I went to Bear College in University of California. Or California State University, one of the two. Which one is it? You'll never know. Let's see. We like big words, long sentence. Exactly. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Matisse, I remember, okay, if we're, I'll yap for a little bit and then we'll do our Digimon games for today. I went to college for art history and, I took a lot of the classes I took in college were very enjoyable, super duper enjoyable. I took like a Southeast Asian art class. I took a Baroque art class. My minor was also in religious studies, so I also took a class on like ancient Egyptian religion, stuff like that. But one of the more interesting classes that I took, the only class that I actually dropped while I was in college, not community college, but like a 4-year university, the only class I dropped was a modern art one. And if you know me, you know that I actually love modern art. I actually think modern art is really cool. But this professor was really bad. This isn't me. This isn't me trying to rag on anyone who is a lecturer or a like PhD candidate or master's student, like, because there's professors that are like well seasoned, you know, they got the salt and pepper, they have plenty of years of experience, they're tenured, you know, that, you know, you're more likely to have a good experience. Sometimes not, sometimes yeah. But sometimes you also take a class that is taught by either a part-time lecturer, which is also really good, but sometimes it's also a student who is like a PhD candidate, like they're on their way to completing like a higher degree, or maybe even like a master's student, basically. So I had a modern art class that was taught by, I'm assuming, a PhD candidate. Because ain't no way she was tenured. Ain't no way that she was even like a... She might have been like a part-time lecturer, but like... It was just bad. It was bad because basically like first day I go into this modern art class. And mind you, I talked about this before, but in the context of art history, modern art is not art that is made nowadays. Modern art is from, I want to say, like the late 19th century up until like the 1950s, 1970s. So that's like Picasso, Matisse, think of like the advent of photography all the way until like the 50s and 70s. So wait, let me catch up. You went to a BSU school, Bear State University. I guess I'll just say this. I went to one for my undergraduate and I went to another for my master's. So I went to one University of California college for one of my degrees, and then for the other degree I did a California State University school. So you know, go go mascots, go fighting mascots. I like yapping, but I can't do next word to itch odor. A broke art class. No, not broke. Well, I was broke. A broke baroque. All I have in my head now is Matisse's The Power of Heart. I dropped so many classes in college. Yeah, I dropped a lot of classes when I was in community college, but when I got into my 4-year university, I think I only dropped the one modern art class. PhD, what kind of peach is that? Gojikins, hello. Welcome, welcome. Beeplebees, hello. I was complaining about the one class I dropped when I was in college. And you pet the cats. Pet the cats. So yeah, first day I go into this modern art class. It's like a dimly lit lecture hall. I wouldn't even say lecture hall. It was just like a small room. Because sometimes you do have classes in like big lecture halls that house like, not house, that can fit like 150 students or something like that. But other times you're just in a regular class that fits like 30 students max, you know? So you go into this like classroom. It's dimly lit. Which is usually the case because teachers, professors like to do like slideshows and stuff, but dimly lit, but no slideshows. Instead, it is the lecturer or PhD candidate at the podium. Like, you see how I'm at the table right now? Like, imagine I'm at the podium. And instead of doing a lecture where she's like looking at us or presenting slides or walking throughout the room, she is glued to her podium. Not literally, but figuratively. She is glued to her podium, looking directly down into a paper. The paper is not her cheat sheet, it's not her notes. It is an essay that she presumably wrote during some time in her college career. And she just starts reading it. She just starts reading her own essay. Like, right down to the, like the wonders of Matisse are never ceasing, and like all this flowery language. And I don't have anything against flowery language, but she's just reading out this essay of like, in this paper I shall explore the hidden depths of Matisse's blah blah blah. And she's like explaining the work of, I'm just using Matisse as an example, but she's explaining the work of this like modern artist. I don't know, take your pick, Picasso, Matisse. And she's not pausing to look up at the audience at all. She's not looking up at us at all at any point. She's literally just reading her essay. She's reading her own essay. And then every so often a student will raise their hand because, you know, it's like, she didn't even introduce herself, mind you. She never even like said like, oh, hi, I'm Professor blah, blah, blah. And this is modern art. Today we're going to, you know, like for this course, we're going to be learning about the following artists. Today we're going to be learning about, you know, Matisse. No, she like, it's the first day of class. She goes to the podium. She reads her essay without even introducing herself, without even looking up at the students that she's teaching. And then at some points, some of the students will like raise their hand because they have a question about like what she's talking about. They're like, oh, like what time period are we thinking? And she would audibly sigh. She would audibly be like, ah. If you have to ask, then you don't belong in this class. like she didn't quite say that, but she like had an attitude. Like, she had like an attitude. Like every time like someone asked the question, she did like the loud audible sigh. She's like, ah. And like whenever anyone would ask and it wasn't even questions that like it wasn't even questions that were aggressive in any way. It wasn't like, what are you doing? It was just like, oh, you know, like what time period, you know, what part of Europe are we looking at, or what part of the, you know, the West are we looking at? Is this an American artist? Is this a European artist? She would just give a complete like attitude to any student that like asked her anything. So I remember, I think I went through like 2 or 3 classes of this, and I remember trying to take notes too, but eventually I just found myself like spacing out and I just dropped the class. I think I only survived like 2. I think I only did like 2 sessions and I was like, nah, I'm gone. This is good. I'm gonna take another class. And that's like the only class I ever took. Later on, I ended up being co-workers with someone who also went to college around the same time I did and who also took that class, but she didn't drop it. And she said like, oh, you did the right thing by dropping it, because I took her class, I stayed in that class, I ended up getting a C- because her test, like, she never clarified any of her points. She expected people to just take notes on her essay and like, you know, answer questions as if they were her. So yeah. Only class I ever dropped. And like, it wasn't because I dislike modern art at all, but it's because she did not know how to teach modern art. Let's see. Whenever I get to pet the cats, I imagine that one. The intense grab emoji gif. Just walked onto stage and read her own work. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She forgot to prepare her slides. I don't know if she ever would have prepared slides. From the way that my coworker had described it, she never had slides. Like, she just read her own essay. Was it her first day teaching? I already want to leave the room. I feel like it was probably like her first day teaching, you know? If I already knew everything, then I wouldn't be in this class. Right? Right? Like, why the sigh? Why the attitude? Why do you have questions? This is school. You're not here to learn. You should already know. For real, especially because like these are art history undergraduates. Like, if I were talking about like my own experience with art history, I know like the basics I would have known only the basics of like, you know, Egyptian art, Renaissance art, like that. I don't know. That was kind of it, you know? If you are coming into this class with no prior knowledge of any kind of modern art, then it would have been hell, which was pretty much the case for me. Like, was pretty much the case for me. I had no prior knowledge of like modern art, why it looked like that. I was before like college, I was one of those people that was like, oh, modern art, you know, my little sister could do something like that, you know. My baby cousin could make something better. I was like one of those people before, but it wasn't until like after college that I like, you know, saw the appeal of modern art. But that class would have like 100% like turned me away from modern art. So yeah, just saying, just super saying. Hello, Killing Vanilla, and hello, Fagooby. Hello. I was just ranting about a professor I had long ago when I was in collage in Bear College. So a PhD student with no pedagogy. Yeah, like isn't that like isn't that wild? Isn't that like crazy? That's why I'm actually not sure if she was like a PhD candidate or if she was like. I think it would have been more fair to assume that. Oh. I got jump scared by my own redeem. I forgot that was a thing that I added. No phones allowed in class. Put the phone away. Put the phone away. Rin Amolge, hello. But yeah, like for those that just came in, I was complaining about a modern art professor that taught the only class that I ever dropped in my life. And I feel like it would be it would be really embarrassing if she got her PhD and she was like a lecturer, you know, like she got through the whole hey she went through the whole like 5-7 years of PhD teaching. Hey, how dare you? Stop laughing. I'm not a jerk. Stop it. How dare you? Is that how you guys would react to me if I just like started reading my own essays? If I just start reading my own essays to you guys, just not even play video games, not even like teach anything like educational and engaging. It's just like I go, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do like a bad professor. Ooh, I just love sulfuric acid. We're gonna do a bad PhD candidate simulator right now. Let me just get the windows open. I have to like go into my own personal like drive. Of course, I'm not gonna show you guys the essay because it has my secret name on there. Has my human name on there. Let me see. I still have a lot of my old essays too. Let's pick one. We got anthropology. I'll pick an art history one. Gothic art? Should I do Gothic art? Here, I'll read a response paper. I'll read a response paper that I wrote in college. Alright, so imagine, okay, let me set the stage for you. Let me set the stage. Let me walk off to the side over here. Let me walk off to the side. Okay. POV. Babinkubs, you just walked into your first day of Bear College. This is your first day, right? And then it's... Oh, do I have any way to, like, turn off the lights? No, that's too dark. Wait, give me a second. Wait. Blending mode? Multiply. There you go. Wait, maybe that's a little too dark, though. Let's do like this. There we go. Okay. Here's the... It's so dimly lit. This is funny. Okay, it's dimly lit. This is your first day of Bear College. Okay. Your beloved art history teacher packed you snacks. But this is a different person. I'm not your beloved art history teacher. I'm your modern art professor who is fresh out of their PhD program. Ready? Ready? Don't ask why she's dressed like a lunch lady. Not even gonna introduce myself? Alright. In Trachtenberg's Suger, Miracles, Branner's Bourges, we are introduced to the term medieval modernism in reference to Gothic architecture. Trachtenberg walks us through this definition of putting Gothic into historical context of an architectural and artistic movement that followed and reacted to Romanesque style. Gothic was anti-classical and looked toward the present and future rather than the past. For example, Trachtenberg brings attention to the broken arches typical of Gothic style as a kind of break from the classic and Roman era. It instead derives influence from different sources such as an upward push to heaven or even Islamic influences. Though Gothic architecture also features classicized elements, notably columnar support, Trachtenberg theorizes that they are implemented as a comparison of how far the contemporary era had come from the classical. As we observe Gothic architecture following Saint Denis, we see more of a break from the classicized column. Why are you guys raising your hands? Wait, who's trying to interrupt me right now? If you guys don't know anything about Trachtenberg, Suger, Miracles, Branner's Bourges, then you're in the wrong class. Hey. Then you're in the wrong class, and you should get out. You should wake up. wake. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. I never even entered this classroom. I want to go home. No. Hello everyone. Sorry if you just came in and the lights were dim and I was reading a boring paper. Teacher confirms scared of girls, but teacher, I'm streaming the class on my phone. Would be a crazy bit of Babinka were to start streaming and then just start reading an essay of hers. Understandable about the rant had an intro to engineering class that only talked about his house pyramids instead of actual lab time. Oh my gosh. April full stream Bika just starts reading her own essay with absolutely no visuals. Completely black stream. Human name, thought you're a bear? I have many names. How do you don't want to use your human Sona? We're in the dark. Wait, actually this is great for me. I'm light sensitive. Ooh, there we go. You guys were taking notes? Teacher, what's an art? Ma'am, what is classical? The emotes. An art is something that is very cromulent and tasty and you should put it in your mouth. Ma'am, what is classical? It is something cromulent and tasty and you should put it in your mouth and just chew. Yum yum yum. I'm just here for the free food. Keep reading, I was getting invested. Honestly, this wasn't even an essay, it was like a response paper. It's one of those like, give me a one-page response to this article that you read, or this like research paper that you read. I don't even remember what this was, if I'm being like completely honest with you. I think that this was a paper about like how Gothic art was seen as like modernist art for its time. You know how nowadays we're like, oh, modern art, that looks weird, you know, that's this kooky strange, it's unfamiliar to me and I don't like it. That's how Gothic art was like back when Gothic art was a thing. like when it was first being introduced, people were like, oh, this is new and I don't like it. I'm pretty sure that's what this paper was about. Let's see, was there any other like essays that I feel like that one might still be like interesting if you're into Gothic art. I need to find something that's just like dry. That's like dry as heck. Let's see. What classes that I darn me, I took all interesting classes. I don't have any boring classes. Okay, history. There's got to be something here in history. Political US history 2. Let's see. No, I don't have any essays. These are all like response papers. Western civilization? Western civilization? Report? What is this? 20th century warfare through cinema. Oh my gosh, why does this essay have different fonts? Like, what was I thinking? Honestly, when you first started reading, I didn't think you were saying words. Yeah, because like part of it is just like, for one, it's like very badly pronounced French. And then it's like it starts off with me reading like the title of an article. So like I think, oh my god, this is probably like one of my oldest like papers, because it's from like when I was in community college. On May 7th, 2011, the last veteran of the Great War, Claude Schulz, passed away at the age of 110. And while there are still many World War II veterans still living, the fact that it happened more than half a century ago means that most of the populace can only learn about such events from history books, documentaries, or even cinema. Indeed, I put indeed a lot in my papers. Indeed, it seems that movies are the only way that some of the younger generations can learn about certain historical events, even if the events are sometimes skewed by Hollywood. And it certainly... I started a sentence with "and"? I started a formal... a sentence in a formal paper with "and"? Oh no. It certainly shows with the sheer amount of movies dedicated to wars of the 20th century. Wait. That's not even a complete sentence. Wait. And it certainly shows with the... Oh, it's a continuation of the sentence before it. I literally ended this paragraph with, it literally... Wait. And it certainly shows with the sheer amount of movies dedicated to wars of the 20th century. Period. End of paragraph. End of paragraph. Should one be interested not only in a 20th century war through cinema... Oh my gosh, well... Why were my sentences so wordy? Should one be interested not only in a 20th century war through cinema, there are many movies that center around almost every major conflict or event since then. For example, the film Joyeux Noël retells the events of the Christmas truce in 1914, in which the Allied French and English soldiers agreed to a temporary truce with their German enemies in order to celebrate Christmas. Blah 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 blah. Schindler's List, Pianist, Enemy at the Gates, Inglourious Bastards. Come and See Pearl Harbor, Great Raid. I think I just listed a whole bunch of like war movies. Political US history doesn't sound boring, however, it does sound soul-crushingly bleak. Yeah, to be honest. And this was like, I think I was maybe my second or third year in college. So I took that class, and it was before I really learned about things like I learned about colonization, but I thought it was just like a thing of the past. Like, it took me a minute to really realize that it's something that's still happening like nowadays, and we're still feeling the effects of it nowadays. Because like in high school they teach you about things like colonization and the scramble for Africa and all of that, but they like, it's presented as this like, oh yeah, that was back then. Now we live in a fruitopia where there is no colonization and no effects of such things and blah 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 and racism, sexism, etc., etc. Like, that's what I learned. And then when I took this like US history course, I didn't quite understand that it was still something that like still has very far-flung effects. And I had a really cool professor though. He was a professor that like, you can make a paper on whatever you want. You could write a historical paper, a paper about whatever you want that has to do with US history, as long as you have like sources. And he even gave us worksheets on how to analyze our sources. So I did one on like, I think Filipino immigration to the US, because, you know, my family is a family of like Filipino immigrants. And he gave me a bunch of sources that were like, oh, these are political cartoons of how Americans saw Filipinos back in like as far back as like the 1890s, but into like the 1950s and 60s. It's really bad, y'all. Like the way that Filipinos or like just non-Western peoples are shown in these political cartoons is so bad. Like it's so terrible. And I remember like in college I would look at these sources and be like, oh, interesting, like not really critically thinking about like, why are we being portrayed like this, you know? And I remember I remember my professor even trying to like kind of nudge me. I feel like my professor was like a raging leftist like as I am now, but like really trying to softly nudge his students to be like, hey, look at colonialism, look at all the things that are happening, you know, in this country right now. So I feel like he was like gently nudging people, but like it went over my head back then. It went completely over my head. Like, because like I said, this was like what, second year in college, so I was probably like 20, like, or 20, 21, you know, not even old enough to drink legally. So I just, a lot of this stuff went over my head until like much later, much later, when I like learned more about these things. And then I like went back, looked at the papers that I wrote for this college class and was like, oh my gosh, like I was already exposed to like a lot of these atrocities, these historical atrocities, and yet it just completely went over my head. Let's see. The mayonnaise is not an instrument. Our teacher. I don't care what any academic fancy pants says. Let Anne be the line leader. Flarked up. When they forgot to mention America became the colonizers. Exactly. Basically, racism is over. Yippee! Don't think too hard about it anymore. No, exactly. I feel like that was a lot of my high school history learning was that. And then college learning was like being exposed to a little bit more of the quote unquote unsavory parts of like American history. And then it was until like university where it was like, it started to like become more crystallized in my head and be like, oh yeah, some of this is like messed up, man. Just helping all those impoverished countries by occupying them for a bit. Yeah, like the if you guys haven't seen some of these American political cartoons, especially the, what is it, the white man's burden, you know, that one's a crazy one. It's crazy. Anyway, enough of me reading my old essays. It went from like a bit to like me actually talking about it. So how are you guys? Let's see, what did I do today? I went to the office. Oh, we have to switch out all of our cubicles. We have to switch out all of our cubicles. A lot of people got like left and a lot of people like got hired recently. So all of the teams are like all jumbled up. So we have to do this huge refresh where everyone is moving to different cubicles. So I was just like packing my stuff. And it's just funny to see like every other person around you packing their stuff into boxes, because it was this vibe of like, it felt like we all got laid off, but not really. Like we're just packing to go into like a new cubicle. Sorry, I'm just reading something. But yeah, so there's that. And then the other thing is I didn't stream yesterday because it was Papa Binka's birthday. It was my dad's birthday. Apologies for like the late notice, like, oh yeah, I'm not streaming tonight, but I kind of thought that I could visit my dad in like the morning and then come back in time for stream, but I called him and he was like, I'm gonna do something in like the afternoon and maybe nighttime. So I was like, okay. I'm gonna have to cancel stream, but it's no biggie, you know. My dad takes priority, right? My dad takes my parents, the parentals. So I went over to my parents' place and we had to go pick up my sister from high school, and afterwards we ended up going to a Filipino store that I don't know if I should say the full name of it because I don't know if that's like a local only store. So we went to a Filipino store and it's like the first time that I've been to a Filipino store in like, I want to say years. No, maybe not years. I think I went last year during like Christmas time. But it's been a minute. I don't usually go to the Filipino store because it's a bit out of the way compared to where I live. So we went, and it was kind of nice. Just all of the scents, the smells, the like the food items. And one of the big gets from yesterday was they have plant-based vegan spam. They have plant-based spam. Isn't that incredible? I actually haven't cooked it up and I haven't tasted it yet, but we have it. I got 2 cans worth of it. So I'm pretty excited to try it out because out of the things that I can't eat anymore because I don't eat meat anymore, spam is something that I miss. Yeah, it's like trashy luncheon meat as they call it, but I like the flavor. I grew up on the flavor. I miss it. I miss it dearly. So yeah. Learning about my home country's political history from people who live there versus how Western media portrayed it did radicalize me. Yeah. 100%, right? 100%. Like, just seeing how, like, history is referred to in different contexts is like, there's something strange about how different people talk about this. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday, Father Binka. Yeah. Yeah. He is old. If you guys think I'm old because I'm in my 30s, he's old. He's old. But yeah, I love spam. Yeah. What else did we get? Oh, we got buko pandan sticks, and my dad got ingredients to make buko pandan, which if you don't know what buko pandan, it's like a Filipino dessert. It's where my artist name Pao Pandan comes from. But it's like a green creamy dessert with imagine like boba. It's not boba, but it's like boba adjacent. So I want you to imagine like almost like a condensed milk type thing with some like coconut bits, with some boba like bits, with some jelly. It's nice. It's yummy. Tell me if it tastes good. I really want to try spam recipes, but it is not halal. I'll let you know how it is. I'll let you know because I remember what spam tastes like. The challenge is to just see if this plant-based spam tastes the same. He's at least 31. Exactly. I love dessert soup. Yes. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize how like strange of a concept that is. Like, I guess outside of places like the Philippines, or I guess like Okay, I'm curious. What places, what cultures has dessert soup? Because I didn't realize it, but yeah, that's basically dessert soup. Like buko pandan is dessert soup. I think there's also ginataan is another dessert soup. But it's basically as it sounds like. It's soup, but it's not savory. It's like, you know, the quote-unquote broth or like the watery part will be like kind of milky in the case of like buko pandan. And then it has like bits in it. It has like jellies and boba and stuff like that, you know. Spam is good. Heartbreaking? Well, I wouldn't go that far. Sad, but I don't think you must miss much spam, mostly glue. I'll let you know how it tastes. I'll let you know. Sorry, I'm like reading my Digimon locals because they're talking. Someone mentioned the Philippines, and I gotta put in the classic Philippines mentioned, you know, like GIF in there. Filipinos, 5 and something like. Okay, they're talking about being Filipino. Okay. I love my rectangular congealed mystery meat. Yeah, man, I grew up on it. I grew up on spam and rice. That's like the to-go breakfast, you know? I realized that it's not that good of a food, but I grew up on it and I thought it was like a delicacy for real. Yes, I am shaking your hand, Dove Beetle. I am shaking your paw in my paw. I grew up on it and like, okay, if it's just like basic white rice and spam, that's like a good like breakfast, right? But I feel like there are also ways to elevate it, as Ramsay Gordon would say in MasterChef, with my crappy English accent. Have you guys ever had spam fried rice before? I had it at like a Korean cafe here in Los Pincos. I've never been to Korea before, but there was a Korean cafe that I went to one time in Los Pincos. I was there for like I was meeting up with a volunteer group. They had Spam fried rice. It was so good. I think it was like a weird mix of like spam and kimchi fried rice. So like imagine like rice and you're frying it, but you also add little bits of spam and you add like little bits of kimchi. Ooh, that tastes so good. You know what? I might just want kimchi fried rice at this point. But if the plant-based spam ends up really tasting good, then maybe that means the return of spam fried rice. We'll see. We'll see. It kind of makes me uncomfortable when people are like, "Wow, sad you can't eat pork. Please don't do that." Yeah. So, yeah, because like it also goes into no, you know what? We'll just stop it at that. Yeah, if respect beeplebees' wishes in that way. Let's see. I'm sorry about that. I was thinking more like spam itself and not pork. Oh, yeah. Understandable. Spam fried rice is amazing. No spam here. You should ask your parents to make you some sinigang. It's been a minute. My dad does all of the cooking in the household. That's another thing that I grew up eating, not knowing that like other cultures might not have it. Sour soup. Oh, it's not sinigang, sinangag. Yeah. Oh, that one I know how to make myself. That one I know how to make that myself. No, yeah, sour soups are something that I grew up with because sinigang is a sour soup. It tastes very tangy because it has tamarind in it. It's really good with rice. Another yum. Yeah, exactly. Sinangag. It looks for those who aren't Filipino, sinangag and sinigang, they look similar but they're different. Sinangag is garlic fried rice. Sinangag. And then sinigang is sour soup. I could drink that all day. Even if you know how to make it, having your mom make it in the morning definitely hits different. Yeah, oh my gosh, you know what hits? Tamarind, my beloved, yes! Beeplebees, I am shaking your paw. I am shaking your paw. My paw and yours. Oh my gosh. I love tamarind in soup in sinigang, but there's also like Beans was able to find these like tamarind bites. Where I think it's literally just like the tamarind. Is it a fruit? Like what what actually is it? But oh man, I'm getting myself hungry again. Sour soup. Oh yeah, the one thing I was gonna say I really miss from because I live with my partner. He's from a Uzbekistanian kind of Russian household, so I've been eating more of that kind of food. And then our own kind of like weird mix of American food as well. But I've been missing Filipino food a lot, and one thing that I really miss is something called lugaw, which is basically just congee. It's just porridge. But that hits when you're sick, which I'm not sick. But man, that is like the go-to. That is the go-to when it comes to like porridge that will make you feel nice and hearty, you know? Even if you know how to make it, having your mom make it in the morning. Oh, yeah, I read that part. Yeah, so like the way that my dad makes sinangag, it's pretty good as well. He makes it crispy somehow. Enemy of dyslexic but noise for real. Do sweet soups exist? Yeah, they do. In Filipino cuisine, there's buko pandan is kind of a sweet soup, but there's another thing called ginataang bilo-bilo. I thought all soup is sour. No, all soup is not sour. I feel like, for example, there's like tomato soup and onion soup is more of like a savory taste, and then sour soup is really like sour. I don't know how else to explain it because there's like I think there's a few sour soups in Southeast Asian cuisine that are a bit more sour. It's pods that grow in trees. Ah, thank you, A. Polin. Yeah, because, like, I've seen pictures of tamarind before, but Beans got this, like, it was like a sweet treat of, like, tamarind balls. And they were just, like, I don't know, they're very, very, like, tangy. That's cool. Yeah. I could absolutely destroy an entire pack of tamarind at once, and I regret it every time. I'm just imagining beeplebees just lying down, like holding the belly and just being like, Cause that's me too. I'm holding my bare belly. I'm like, no regrets. Lugal mention. Luga with the ginger pork, some tripe. Ooh. Tomato soup is relatively sour. I've had I prefer creamy tomato soup. I prefer that. So that one has been more like savory creamy than sour. Let's see. I think a close American thing would probably be ambrosia salad. I don't know if I've ever had. I'm very boring when it comes to salads. I like Caesar. I like Caesar salads. Something about it. It's like my mom. She doesn't cook a lot, but there were some times where like she used to make salads for me, and it was really simplistic Caesar salad. It was like lettuce, dressing, and I want to say that's it. like literally that's it. She would just put like lettuce, like she would chop up lettuce and put like dressing on it. Like no tomatoes, no croutons. Croutons were only for like a special occasion, you know. Let me see. I think it close. Let's see. Miso and egg flour aren't sour. Yeah. Yeah. Miso is more savory. Yeah. Egg drop soup. Egg. I'm not sure if I've ever had egg flour, but egg drop soup. That's definitely savory. I don't really like soup, so I don't really. Yeah. Then I can't help you there. I love soup. I'm a soup enjoyer. Yes, Aplin. I was trying to think of, there was like another Southeast Asian sour soup, but yeah, it's Tom Yum. I've had Tom Yum before. That one is actually even a little too sour for me, but I remember that very first taste. It's one of those like flavors that just punches you in the face. Positive. Like, positively. I'm traumatized by pea soup. I don't know if I've ever had pea soup. Because the soups that I grew up eating are like luga, which is a porridge. Sinigang, which is a sour soup. Cup noodles, you know. Thoughts on champurrado? I actually didn't grow up eating champurrado a lot. I was able to eat a little bit of it like when I was in college and when I was like a little bit more into my adulthood. But I didn't actually grow up like eating it. It's just not something that my parents prepared for, that my dad prepared for me. Ambrosia salad is a dessert soup. Okay, I wanna check that out. Wait, ambrosia salad. Oh wait, this is kind of like Filipino fruit salad. Y'all should look up Filipino. You know what? Let me show you. Fruit salad. I love Filipino fruit salad. Is this it? Oh. Where is my browser? Filipino fruit salad. You see this during the holidays. It is full of a lot of jellies and fruits. The ones that my family would make would be more like this. We didn't have any green stuff in there. It's like made with like grapes, yeah, a little bit of like coconut. My family didn't have cherries. I don't, let's see what this recipe says. It's very sweet. It's like ridiculously sweet. This is not like something you should have every day. Media crema. Shredded coconut, condensed milk. Yeah, so canned mixed fruit cocktail, table cream, condensed milk, shredded coconut, vanilla extract. Yeah, it would be stuff like this. So like mangoes, grapes, stuff like that. I guess there were some cherries, but I remember as a kid I didn't really like the cherries that much. But yeah, this is like a little dessert that you would get like at Filipino parties. But yeah, champurrado I never really grew up eating, but I think when I would go over to my cousin's place, they would eat champurrado, and I would be like, I think I'm a little picky with some of my rice dishes. I'm one of those people that like needs to have the right ratio of like protein to rice, and if the ratio's off, I will not finish the rice because I never liked eating rice by itself. It's only recently that I really like eating rice by itself if it's like fried rice. But when I was a kid, I was like, I was pretty picky about what my protein was. And there's actually a word for it in Tagalog. It's ulam. I was really picky about it. So like for me, egg didn't count as ulam. Like it was like a nice extra, but I needed some kind of like meat or protein to like couple with the rice. So with champurrado, there's no like, I guess like protein to go along with it because it's a sweet rice treat, you know? So I remember not liking it because it's like, oh, this is just rice with like a little bit of chocolate on it, right? So it wasn't until I was an adult that I had it and it was like, oh, the charm of it, or like the tasty part of it is that the rice itself is like flavorful because of the chocolate. Same with like what is it, like Thai mango sticky rice? I don't think I would have liked it if I ate it for the first time as a kid, but I ate it for the first time as an adult and I was like, ooh, the best part of this is that you get the rice texture with the sweetness of like the what is it, like the coconut milk and stuff like that. Oh, it was so good. Salad to me is always like lettuce and lemon juice. If you're lucky, you can have some cucumber or tomato. Beeplebees. Are you me? Are you me? Because yeah, like my salads growing up as a kid were very simple. Literally just lettuce and dressing. And then it wasn't until I started living with beans that I was like, whoa, you got salads with like cucumbers, tomatoes, and other such treats? Egg drop soup is so good. Tom yum is Thai. Kimchi jjigae in Korea is sour, sort of, if you consider kimchi to be sour. I consider kimchi to be savory. I do like the taste of kimchi, though. I'm a sucker for kimchi fried rice. You're a little pug champurrado? A little. Pea soup tastes weird, but the worst is the texture. It makes me think of puking. Oh no. Ooh, you ever have halo halo? Yeah, I had halo halo. Maybe not as a kid. Because there are certain things that I think I was a very picky eater. Even now I'm kind of picky. But as a kid I was like worse. So there were things that like if I didn't like the texture of it, I wouldn't have it, you know. But I have eaten halo halo before, especially in college. Because I was a part of a lot of Filipino organizations. So, like, whenever we would have, like, a get-together or a kickback, you know, we would get halo halo. I love the little jellies. Makes me think of salmon salad that you put in your sandwich. Oh, yeah, like tuna salad. I love tuna salad. The macaroni fruit salad variant. I love macaroni salad as well. Yeah, dessert pasta. I like just eating rice, particularly when rice is sticky. Ooh, I'm the opposite, actually. That's another thing that I'm really picky about with like my Filipino cuisine is like the texture of rice. I don't like when it's mushy or sticky. I like it a little on the dry side, actually. Not so dry that it's hard, like it's barely cooked, but I like it when the grains are a little bit separated from each other. My dad and my grandpa, though, they like it when it's mushy. They like mushy rice, and I can't do that texture. I can't do it. Kimchi fried rice with sunny side up with slightly crispy edges is peak. Yes, 100%. Oh, Orlando, 100%. One time I went crazy with my kimchi fried rice. I think I did fried rice with a little bit of, yeah, kimchi in it. And then I also put like a little bit of tuna. And then I put a fried egg over that. Oh my god, the flavor was bomb. But the only thing is that it was like 5 different flavors. 5 different like savory flavors, so like in some ways some of them cancel each other out, but it was good. It was good. I like my rice al dente. Yeah, same. My aunt's family likes mushy rice and I'm like, no. Yeah, I can't do the mushy rice. I can't. It's the best sticky for sushi, but perfect for mitomi. Yeah, sticky rice is good for sushi. I will agree to that. That's the only time that I really tolerate kind of like mushy-ish rice, but otherwise it's not usually my cup of tea. But yeah, like sticky rice is really good for like sushi. But yeah. Alright, oh my god, we've been yapping for an hour already. I thought that I would just keep this stream on the short side, and yet here we are talking about food again. So how about this? I'm gonna put you guys in an ad break. It's all about the Calrose rice. Is that the one with like the flour on the bag? Like it has like a flour on the rice bag itself? Do you guys smack your rice bags when you're purchasing them? The yellow radish they put in Korean places, that's sour, but it's because it's pickled. Yes! Oh my god, what's it called? I know exactly what you're talking about because me and Beans tried to make gimbap. Or how do you pronounce it? It's like it's like between a K and a G sound, but we tried to make gimbap before. It's basically like Korean sushi. And we really like the yellow like radish thing. Meatballs, tomato sauce, and rice. Ooh, good. Ooh, I am a lover of meatballs and tomato sauce. Chat the real stream to talk about food. It happens every time. We do have an ad break coming up. Calrose has the flour on it. Yeah, I think that's the same one that my parents would buy all the time. The rolls, yeah, the yellow adds the crunch and vinegar. So good. And I'm a vinegar lover, y'all. Like, I love vinegar. Remind me after the ad break, I gotta tell you the story, or retell, if I have to retell it, the story of how I ate pickled pig's feet in high school in order to get out of an economics test. True story. So I'll tell you that story when we get back, but you have to remind me. You have to remind me, okay? Alright, let me put you guys in recess. You have to go, Julian? No worries. No worries at all. We'll be here. Thanks for stopping by. Anything to get out of a test. It's true, though. It's true, especially economics. Was not a big fan of that class. But alright, I'll see you guys after the ad break. Okay, we're back. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? You guys had fun during recess, right? Y'all ever check Trivago? Is that the travel site? Are you planning a trip in your favorite rocket ship? Okay, before I forget, I want to tell that story. So, when I was in high school, I had a, now I just got Trivago ad. Oh, okay. I was like, ooh, you're planning a trip. Just finished making 4 Great Dragon. Gonna see if I can make Dragon Link. Ooh. Wait, 4 Great Dragons in... Digimon? Dragon Link sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, okay, Digimon. Oh yeah, 4 Great Dragons, duh. It's like Zhuchaomon, Azulongmon, etc. Dragon Link, which one's Dragon Link? I am planning a trip to LA for Union Arena Regionals. Ooh, good luck. Yo, you're heading to Los Bincos, you say. I am a Los Bincos local. I don't know if you're going to Los Bincos local. I mean proper. If you're going to Los Bincos proper. I don't know that part of the city that well, but okay, so before I forget, yeah, when I was in high school, I took a government class. Like, it was a 1 semester government class, and then the next semester it was an economics class. But it was the same teacher. So like for the first semester it was government, the next semester was like economics. And the teacher was alright. She was cool. But she was teaching a lesson, I believe, on supply and demand, and she was saying something about like, oh yeah, like there's a lot of demand for I'll just make something up, like hot dogs, right? Or rice. Like, there's a lot of demand for that, right? So I don't even remember what the lesson, it was just something about like supply and demand, and then she was saying how like oh, but there's not gonna be a lot of demand for something weird like pickled pig's feet, right? I think this is neither here nor there, but my teacher, my economics teacher, looked Korean, but I think the rumor was that she was like raised by like she was like adopted and raised in like a white family or something like that. But she just so happened to also sometimes bring up like Korean things. I don't know if it was Korean, but she mentioned like pickled pig's feet for some reason. And she said something like, oh, there's not a lot of demand for it. So like not a lot of people are gonna want it. And somehow, I don't know how, somehow that led to her kind of like challenging us and saying, you can either take this upcoming economics quiz or you can eat pickled pig's feet. And because of the way that she described it, and because people didn't really, I don't know why no one in our class quite knew what pickled means. Because she made it sound gross. She made it sound like, you know, oh, it's slimy and it's like weird texture and like you're eating pig's feet, you know? So she made it sound really gross, and she was like, okay, like instead of taking this economics quiz, you can eat the pickled pig's feet. And she bought a jar of pickled pig's feet for the quiz day or the exam day, and she was like, all right, any takers? Who's gonna eat the pickled pig's feet? And because it was like in a jar, it did look, you know, we weren't used to seeing something like that. So it became like this big like dare, you know? It became this big like, ew, who's gonna eat it? Ew. And I was like, I don't like this class. Like, I don't like economics. So I'll eat the pickled pig's feet. So I remember like reaching into the jar and like getting it and then taking a bite out of it. And y'all, it's just vinegar. It's just like imagine pork but like in vinegar. You know, like, it's literally just that. Like, we were talking about Spam earlier. Imagine Spam, but, like, it's in vinegar. That's literally it. That's literally it. And, like, the only thing is that it did, I think the piece that I had did have, like, a hoof in it, which was kind of weird, but, like, but otherwise, it's like eating, like, cow fat or, like, pig fat, you know, but with, like, a vinegary taste. And I was like, oh, this is fine. Like, this is fine. And I ended up not, for one, it wasn't like a weird, because mind you, this is during the same era as like Fear Factor, where like they would be like, oh, you have to eat this strange cuisine from this unknown part of the world. And it's like a very regular cuisine from like, you know, Southeast Asia. It's something that's like such a nothing burger in any other part of the world, but it's like, oh, you gotta eat this foreign cuisine. Oh no. Like, that's kind of what it felt like. That's kind of what it felt like, where I was like, oh no, you have to eat the pickled pig's feet. Either that or you take the quiz. And then I eat it, I take a bite out of it, and it's just like, oh, this is actually good. This is actually quite tasty. Did anyone else do it? Yeah, there was like at least 5 of us. I don't remember the exact number, but there was at least like 5 of us. It's a nothing burger. Of course it's not a burger. It's deep fried spiders. Which I do know is a cuisine somewhere, right? Like, isn't there a place where they eat tarantula? Which, like, for me, it's not even the fact that it's tarantula. I think I would just be disturbed by, like, the hair. You know, like the hairy part. I don't know if I would be able to do that. But yeah, like, I don't know. It was an interesting time to be alive. Mind you, this was in the same government class. I think we took the day off when Obama got inaugurated in order to just watch the inauguration. So this is how far back we're talking. I think once it's deep fried, it won't be harried. Oh, true. I would try tarantula if it not for the hair. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of on the same wavelength here. It's like, I would be down to try it, but it's just like, it's more of like the texture of it, right? The texture. The day off. Yeah, we had like, we didn't do nothing that day. Because it's like, you went to school and it's like, let's watch the inauguration. Oh, government class is over. Time to go to history class. Let's watch the inauguration. Right, oh, let's go to math class. Oh, let's watch the inauguration. It was a big deal. It was a big deal. If I remember right, there's a restaurant in JP that serves bug ramen. Ooh, interesting. Though I don't know if, well, I guess it depends on the person, but would that still be considered pescatarian? Because shrimp and crab, they're, or shrimp at least, is sea cockroaches. Like, right? Pardon the politics, but I think Inauguration Day should be a holiday. Or I would argue that voting day, that like election day should be like a holiday, so that you don't have to freaking journey from work or school if you're like 18 and like still in high school, you know. Like, you shouldn't have to like sacrifice work or school in order to vote, you know? It's kind of a big deal. You're voting for the next person that's gonna lead the country, question mark. Bug ramen is just dead flies in the soup. I remember in school people were asking class to be canceled the day after the 2016 election. Oh, I felt, yeah, that I was in college by then, so that was like let's see, election day should definitely be a holiday. Making it a holiday would probably lower turnout. I can kind of see the argument for that. I could see the argument for that, where it's like, oh, now people are like way too relaxed. It's like, oh, free day off. I'm not going nowhere. But also, I don't know. I do think that it's I don't know if we should have to like take the day off of work or sacrifice work. I think it depends too on where you work, because my place is like good enough that you do get paid leave if you go vote that day. People will take the Monday off and do a 4-day weekend. Oh yeah, because it is always on the oh my god, I learned about this in government class. Election day is always what, the first November Tuesday after the first November Monday, right? So that it doesn't coincide with Halloween. I remember specifically learning about that in government class. Because, like, the way it's worded is very strange. It's like, it has to be, like, the first Tuesday of November after the first Monday, right? Wait, let me actually take a look at this. Election Day, US. Yeah, I think it's, like, always the Tuesday, right? The Tuesday after the first Monday of November. Scheduling issues. Oh, you guys got your stickers. Well, people won't miss out on work to vote. To be honest, you gotta bring back the sticker. The sticker. Oh, the I voted sticker? Yeah. Yeah. What else am I reading? Okay, I think I've caught up to chat. Let's do some games. I'm gonna do a test run against a random opponent, and then whoever wants to do some Digimon TCG games, you are totally welcome to. Yeah, we could still yap all the while. I don't know if you guys were hearing any of the game music this whole time. I'm hearing it, but if you're not, I realized we didn't play any music this whole time while I was yapping. So let's listen to Hachi. Oh, that's loud. Wait. I'm not hearing no music. Oh, there we go. Matryoshka. Almost done with Dragon Links? Oh, cool. I'm curious about what you mean by Dragon Links. Let me actually lower the volume a teensy bit. Okay. Okay, so yeah, in terms of Digimon, a friend of mine from my Digimon locals told me that there is a bear deck that I can play. I have most of the parts for it too, so I'm actually excited to play it. I played a little bit of it at my locals, but this is gonna be the first time I'm playing it like here on DCGO, so it's a DM deck. So yeah, for the rest of the stream, we're just gonna be doing some Digimon matches. If y'all are here for the yaps, there still might be some yaps, but also feel free to just put me on in the background if you haven't already. It's that Lava Dragon and Mecha Dragon from the app that went offline that has Tamer Hina. Oh, is it like Vorvomon? And then there's like a it's like JAZ something, right? Like Jazubimon. Yeah, I think I have some of those cards, but yeah, I want to... Maybe I should warm up first. I've been playing with 3 decks lately. I've been playing with Adventure, Cyber Sleuth, and DM. All of these are like rainbow decks, essentially. Yeah, Jazerimon. I think that's the one, right? So Adventure is like my tried and true, my homeboy, my main deck, and then Cyber Sleuth I've been having fun with, and then DM is one I'm still kinda learning, but it's fun. This is the bear deck that my friend from locals told me about. So let's actually do Cyber Sleuth. I'm just gonna do a random match against someone, and then we'll do some matches. Oh, Jazarichmon. I believe so. It's like a metal dragon, right? Okay, let's see if I connect first of all. Now, you know what? Change my mind. Let's do DM. I gotta learn it, right? I gotta learn it. Rendezvous, ora rendezvous. Tamanju. 1 2 1 2. Oh no, no connections. We're in connection hell. Let me check my server real quick. What server am I in? Yeah, I'm in USA. Come on, I just want one random match. I got into the game with Adventure, now it's completely skewed my perception of Digi deck building, and now it's an absolute struggle trying to build archetypal decks. To be honest, me too, because I didn't realize how good Arcourge United is until people were... Was it you or someone else that was like, I'm surprised that Arcourge United didn't get limited or restricted in the most recent ban list? And my first thought was like, why would it be? Like, not realizing how over... Yeah, that was you. My first thought was like, why would it be? Because I thought like other cards... It's broken. The thing is, like, I never realized it because it was like Adventure's my first deck, you know? So I'm like, oh cool. And then when I moved to Cyber Sleuth, Kyoko has a similar effect where you can like similar-ish, right? There's like similar-ish where like, oh sorry, I hit the mic. Similar-ish where you wait, let me actually check my sound levels now. Okay. Yeah, what was tell me why whenever I see USA servers, my brain immediately goes USA, USA, Kaka. Not even American. But yeah, so like in other decks, they have cards that are kind of similar to Courage United, where like if a Digimon gets deleted, or you know, like leaves the field, then you can bring something back. But I didn't realize how overpowered Courage United is, because it lets you bring back a freaking level 5. It lets you bring back a level 5, and it's for any kind of removal. It's not just deletion, it's not just de-digivolve, it's not just bounce, it's all of them. That's insane to me, and I didn't realize how good that was until I played other decks, and I'm like, oh, what do you mean I can't bring back a level 5? What do you mean I can't bring it back if it was bounce and not deleted, you know? And I was like, man, this is kind of overpowered. Courage looping Skullgray is insane. Yeah, Skullgray, I also run a Garurumon in my deck, so... So if you combine that with like the Sunamon egg, Garurumon, Skullgreymon, it's like the trash isn't even a barrier anymore. It's not even a barrier anymore. I'm still connecting, y'all. I'm still trying to connect to a random match. Please, I just want one warm-up match. The only thing with Skullgray is that I haven't been able to get off. One of my favorite combos with Skullgray is to turn a rookie or Skullgray itself into like a missile, you know? Like a raid retail missile. But it's not always that I get to like pull off that strategy. Should I just change servers at this rate? Should I just see what Japan server's up to? Do Japan. It's gonna take a little bit more like syncing. It takes a little bit more time to sync, but it's fine. Oh, that was immediate. Okay. Ooh, nice. We got some rookies. Keep hand. Wait, can I actually sound? I want to listen to the musica. So let's digivolve here in the back. Let's also do some search. Or I could play out my tamer. I feel like this might be better in the long run. So for those who don't know like the mechanics for the DM deck, it has a training mechanic. Oh no. Oh no. Not the D Reaper. Not the D Reaper. It has a training mechanic where you put cards face down underneath your. Oh, did I forget to train? Oh no, this one doesn't even train. What am I doing? We'll keep him there though. And we will search. He doesn't have training. Moose Ube. We could get another searcher with it. Melgremon's pretty good though. Let's get Gabumon actually. And then put Melgreymon underneath. So the whole deck relies on like putting face down cards underneath as a source, and it just gives you all these perks to doing that. Ain't that the Haunts game? Oh nice, we still got a Melgreymon. Let's do... Okay, Retaliation is a useful one to have. And then we'll train. Ooh, Betamon's also a good one to have in training. And then let's search with Gabumon. Just to have some bodies. Yeah. Yeah, let's have a Shinmonzemon out. Okay, so this deck is the bear deck, like I said, but it's only like a few of the cards are actually bears, because I have Monzemon and Shinmonzemon. Both their effects are pretty good. Monzemon prevents when digivolving effects from happening, and Shinmonzemon can effectively like bounce a card to security. But he also has security +1, so even if you bounce it to security, you still take out like some other security because it has +1. No! Not medieval! Not medieval! No! No! It's Jover. It's Jover. I always forget his, like, exact, like, effect, but I just know whenever he's played out, I just know that it's Jover. Hello, SSJ Luffy, Super Saiyajin. Is that what the SSJ is? Hello, Super Saiyajin Luffy. The doctor is here. Hello, welcome to the class. I don't think people say Jover anymore. I say it. I'm people. I say it. One card to act as a face down source. Let's do protein. Even though its effect is like pretty decent. Let's activate that. Medieval. Alright, we're cooked, guys. Back it up. It's true. Yeah, I say Jover. Oh, I got a lot of Betamon. Let's do Metal Greymon. Oh wait, can we train? What is this again? 5,000 for each Digimon's face down. Add 2,000. We have 2. We could get a third, so that would be what? That would be 5,000. 11. Ah, it's just short. Wait, wait! I could take out medieval. I could take out medieval. Wait. Train. We could at least take out medieval Gallantmon. Please! This one? Yes! Die! Yes! And we have an ace card as well. So we have some options. We have a good amount of Betamon, so maybe we should just hard play one, just to have another body on the field. Let's see. Yeah, let's try to have something else on the field, just to end our turn. Saying Jover is so Jover nowadays. You gotta add over to whatever the context. Like it's Babink over. I could. It just doesn't flow as nicely. 11k, kill Dr. Duke. Mother Reaper is unaffected anyway. Ah. Oh, welcome, SSJ Luffy. Are you... So you're... I'm assuming you're a fellow Digimon TCG enjoyer. I'm still relatively new to the game, so you'll see me make some pretty rookie mistakes, such as that! Not Death X! No! No! And I'm still learning this deck, too. Well, at least we could maybe Digivolve up. Digimon. We do have enough to also play out a new Numemon. So that it could Digivolve into... I don't have a Mon... Oh, wait! I do have a Monzemon. Not that... I guess not that it's really gonna do anything since they're playing like their level 7s. All those floodgate effects. And because I don't have a stack, it doesn't really make sense to Digivolve back into Metal Greymon. We could also do Mamemon. Let's play out Numemon. Have him Digivolve into Mamemon. So that he could play out another body. What are the other effects of Death Xmon? Delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. So we should play out a rookie. Is what I'm hearing from this. So that at least Numemon will be protected, right? Yeah, play out that Betamon. And then maybe another Analog Youth, just to sweeten the deal. Alright, end of turn effects. Let's do this. Let's Digivolve. Let's put some sources underneath us. So let's do this, this, and this. From hand. Mamemon. Mamemon will let us play out another body. Oh my god! What? Huh? Why was it shown like so many times? Just gotta suspend to hell. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a glitch. That has to be, right? There's no way I can play. I can activate that like 7 times. Select one card with the DM trait. Oh my god, wait, can we play another Mabemon? So that plays out another body? Yeah, or Analog Man, that's a mem setter. Wait, we have enough. Wait, we have enough to play another Numemon. We have enough in the trash to play another Numemon and have it digivolve. Wait, what happened? Oh no, we couldn't. That was already the end. That was already the end of turn. I'm silly. I'm silly. 3 times for each tamer. Ah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. The end of turn is like a gate. Oh man. I can blast Digivolve, but it's not gonna do anything. There's nothing to de-Digivolve. There's nothing to de-Digivolve. There's no point. And if this gets deleted, they're just gonna get the overflow. So, nah. Like, I think it's just over, man. I think it's just babink over. Yeah, I understood it, Luffy, that that the end of turn, like it wouldn't proc for Numemon again because it was already end of turn. Ghosty, hello. Hello. Thank you for the raid. How you guys doing? It's me, Babinka Bear, your local Sunbear art history teacher and educational streamer, and we're playing Digimon. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm wondering if my opponent is wondering why I'm lagging so much. To add as a face down source, let's do Airdramon underneath this Mamemon. And then we have to play out a smaller body. Because of Death Xmon's effect. Or we could also play out Shinmonzemon to put this in the trash, in the security. Let's do this. Actually, under here. But hello, Ghosty. Thank you for the raid. Let me know how your stream went. Oh, you're playing Elden Ring. Let's go. Let's go. If you have to do any post-stream care, no worries at all. But if you want to stay behind, we're playing Digimon's training. Let's Digivolve here. Oh, we could play out the Numemon. Shinmonzemon misses the DP. You're right. Yeah, it would. Unless... Nah. Are they suspended in breeding? Yeah, that is part of the effect of the DM deck. You can do an effect called training in the breeding area. So you can effectively have another guy just chilling in there. Let's see. I could do Numemon, maybe Digivolve into... Would Greymon do anything? I don't think I would... No, maybe I would have enough. If I do Numemon, it would have 3 under it, and then the effect would have 4. So that's 8 plus... Nah, it still barely misses Death Xmon. That's a big body. Yeah, I think this just might be... This might be a hopeless cause. I might have to just surrender. Keep the Metal Greymon for next turn. Are you sure? I'm not sure. Even to Shinmonzemon, keep 1 body at least. Alright, let's try it out. There's nothing, unfortunately, that I can put in security, so we won't use that. Maybe Monze... Yeah, you're right. Because if I put Metal Greymon on the field, it's not actually gonna do anything. So let's just end turn with meat. Yeah, at the very least, there's a body on there. And it has blocker. It is vulnerable, but... Man, there's times like these where I'm like, I wish I had my adventure deck. I would just play Lilymon. I would just play Lilymon and send... and bottom deck that one. No block. Because I want to keep this body on here. No! Dude, again. With the medieval. What do you call this style of deck? Is it like Toolbox Megazoo or something? No, Armor Purge. We can use Armor Purge. Oh, that's right, it has Vortex. I could, it doesn't make sense to blast because none of them can get de-digivolved, right? And I don't wanna get the overflow. Is it 4? But Greymon has 12k? Ah, I guess I missed that. I think I was just more so thinking about the effect. I'm thinking I might just surrender this one. This one feels like a losing battle. But if anyone wants to play some games against me, some room matches against me, I will put the code in my Discord. It looks salvageable. It's also because like I don't know, I wasn't really able to concentrate. It felt a little bit overwhelming, to be quite honest. My head wasn't in the game. As we move forward though, I will say, SSJ Luffy, I do appreciate the help in the chat. But moving forward with the room matches, don't worry about helping me out. Or rather, keep the back seating to a minimum. I do appreciate that you want to help out though. But yeah, if you want to play a match, I will. Let me think about this, because usually I post the code in my Discord. If you don't, you know, since we just met, if you don't want to join the Discord, you absolutely do not have to. So I can also post the code in the chat. But let me sound the alarm. Let me sound the alarm in the Discord. Give me a second. Where is fandom chat? Let me cover up my screen right now with the Wikipedia article on election day. Ready whenever? Are you gonna be playing the dragon deck, Fugubi? Okay, give me a second to get the room code. Room ID copied. Okay, let me sound the alarm. DCGO people activate. If anyone wants room matches, wants to do room matches, code is this. When is election mon? Ooh, is that a it would be like a new, wait, you know what? Let me do adventure first. Finish preparation. It'd be funny if Electionmon were a Digivolution for Elecmon, right? Gonna Craniumon. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever fought against Craniumon. I know he's one of the Royal Knights. Oh, Luffy, you do Dragon Links? We were just talking about that because I wasn't familiar with like which one is Dragon Links, but it's the ones like the Lava Dragon, the Metal Dragon, and then is Pale Dramon counted as one of those dragons? Because in my head, it's just like, oh, these are dragon-ish Digimon that I'm not super familiar with. Or is it just the metal and the lava one? Because I'm curious. Alright, I posted the code in the Discord if people are down. We'll fight first with people in my Discord, and then if Luffy wants to join in, I'll put the code in the chat as well. But for now, I'm gonna cover the screen for a little bit. Oh my gosh! Yes, I'm in the Japan server right now. So if you're trying to connect, just know that I'm in the Japan server because I wasn't able to connect to the US server earlier. Thank you for the reminder, Luffy. Yeah, because I was like, oh man, like, I feel like people said that they were ready. And then not realizing that, yeah, I'm in the wrong server. So yeah, you're gonna have to join the Japan one, just temporarily. Just for a little smidge, you know? So it's the metal and lava one only. Ah, okay, okay. Are the Dragon Links one, is that from, like, a certain, like, Digimon, like, series or game? I'm somewhat of a Japanese myself. Were you also having trouble connecting? I was like, man, I can't connect in the US server. Why is this? It's from the offline app now. Oh, I see, I see. My Digimon knowledge is limited to... Well, I wouldn't say limited. It's mostly the anime series, but I never watched... Was it X-Cross? And then some more of the newer stuff, so like Liberator. I'm so excited for Time Stranger. I still have to like get back to playing Hacker's Memory. I got to I got to chapter 5 in Hacker's Memory. Oh, it's called Digimon Links. I see, I see. Yeah, I never watched Cross Wars. I watched the first 4 seasons, a little bit of the 5th season. And then the next anime I watched after that was like the 2020 Adventure reboot, which I didn't like that much. I watched a little bit of Ghost Game, like the teensiest bit. I'm excited for Beat Break though. Usually uses rockets and the Boral monsters, but nowadays it's usually done with bestials and such. Roll 1 of Digimon, every Digimon can technically become anything. It's true! You're POW on DCGO. Yeah, I am. Oh! Yeah. I see your name on there. Okay, we're starting. I'm up against Fugubi. Yes, I agree. Super Saiyan Luffy. Any Digimon can become anything. Alright, I'm a little bit more comfy with Adventure. Yeah, no looking. I will be yapping, but I'll try not to say what's in my hand or reveal anything like that. But we are gonna mulligan. This is a little bit better. Because at the very least I have one part of my engine. Ooh, a Gatsumon. What is this? Gladiumon. Oh, interesting. What is this? Oh, jamming. On deletion, reveal the top card. Oh, okay. Ooh. I play a tamer, and that's it. My Agumon becomes Devimon, which becomes Lady Devimon, which becomes Hydramon. Ooh. The Hydrassi. I was thinking about like what would my like if I had like an OC Digimon or like not OC like if I had a Digimon partner, what would its like Digivolution line be? I definitely want a Numemon so it could become a Monzemon. The what? Okay, finally I have wait, should I do it for the Evo or for the search? Actually, yeah, I could do it for the search because I could reduce play cost. Ooh, but what do we trash? These are all good. I like all these, so dang. Okay. I did need that, so I did need another tamer, so OC tamer. I don't really have like for For the long time Babine Cubs, the long time watchers, I'm not usually one that has OCs. I have one OC that I've ever made in like my life. Other than like D&D characters, right? Nice draw. Yeah, it helped. It definitely helped. Oh no, what is this? Shikageru, welcome to the class. Sounds like someone who has played since BT19. Close. I first started playing in BT... No, wait, I thought you said 19. No, I started playing in BT21. Like, I'm very late to the game. Oh my gosh, it's Craniumon. Until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon isn't affected by effects. Choose one of your opponent's Digimon. The opponent attacks with the chosen Digimon. Interesting. Interesting. All my OC when I was a kid were essentially self-inserts. Yeah, I never, Oh, we could teach evolve in the back. And we can search! Hallelujah! Yeah, I don't know. I was never really one to make a lot of OCs. Yeah, I do feel like whenever I would try to do OCs, it would literally just be self-inserts. We already have this one here, so maybe this one? Ooh, ha ha ha. Okay. Not affected by opponent's effects. So we should do this. That helps too. So if it's only for the turn... Yeah, if it's only for the turn, we'll do this. Alright, let's see. Oh, I thought this was the beginning of the next turn. Uh-oh. Is it gonna... Is it gonna blast? Oh no. Okay, okay, okay. I've never fought against Craniumon before. Let me catch up on chat. Sorry that I'm missing a couple of messages. All my OCs were self-inserts. And you know about Hydramon Nick? Wild. Oh yeah, this Craniumon is a May effect. My OCs back when I was a kid were Megamon Battle Network Net Navis. Oh, that's pretty cool. Bandai, where's my Digimon Battle Network game? Soon, trademark. Dude, actually, an MMB and TCG would go hard. I never grew up like super into Mega Man, but I was like adjacent to it. Yeah, we'll block. When I was in middle school, I was definitely one of those gals that was like a little bit of a pick-me, where I was like, I don't hang out with girls. I hang out with boys because they're more fun, and they would play like Mega Man. I've changed since then. One would hope. So like I remember watching them play the one Mega Man game that's like on a grid, if that makes sense, and like you would go up and down on the grid. Girls. I've changed since then. I've changed. I enjoy the company of all genders. Okay, this one is affected by effects now, right? Tordamon! Isn't this the... Yeah, the Nature Spirits one. Can't be deleted by opponent's effects? How to do this? We only have one of these. Oh. Duh, Dodoy. Dodoy, I could just do that. I have enough tamers to digivolve again. Metal Greymon, de-digivolve. There you go. And then... Ooh, we have another one of these. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Oh. I don't have enough tamers to like completely reduce it, but at the very... Is this a mem setter? No, it's not. So we could still choke out the memory. Digivolve into Lilymon. I think that's big enough to take out both of these, right? There we go, and then Alliance. Or I guess this one. Alright, let's hope this body is big enough. There we go. There we go. They're both blockers, but they're both suspended too. Mega Man Battle Network is actually a TCG if you are to be accurate. Exactly. I'm trying to think. During that time in middle school, not only did my friends play Mega Man, they also played Metroid. And I remember there was one game where like they revealed what like Zero Suit Samus, and all of the guys, because they're middle schoolers, they would crowd around the Game Boy Advance and be like, "Oh my gosh, here it is, you guys! The pixels are gonna look slightly sexier." Shikageru, thank you for joining the class. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Greymon, what does this guy do? You play one Agumon or Tamer. Ooh, and it's a blocker. And you gain memory by switching targets. I understand. My nose is getting itchy. Itchy, itchy. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's do this. Biomon for the search. We're gonna play it out for free. Get more search options. Because you can never be too cautious. Especially when it comes to Digimon. Shiopi, hello. Hello, hello. We're playing Digimon right now. I'm currently playing against Fugubi. They're playing against a deck that I've never seen before. Craniumon. And I got another Tamer there. We will not attack right now. We're not gonna do that now. This one. You pet the cat. Okay, what can we do from here? Oh, we could do this. Yeah, we could do this. Did you evolve again? To work Garurumon? I am a little wary about having all level 5s on the field, so we should put something else on the field right now. Perhaps another searcher. Togemon? I think we have enough now to... Oh no, we don't. I was gonna say we have enough to swing for game, but we actually don't. You have? Wait, yeah, you're right. You're right. Swing? There you go. And then... no selection. And then we have game. Yeah, I didn't realize, yeah. Because I was like, oh no, Biomon has summoning sickness. No, wait. Alliance. But GG! GG Fugubi! GG! Do you wanna go again? Does anyone... You got me good. Yeah, I just know Adventure pretty well, but also, like, I'm not used to Craniumon, so... I could play another deck if either you want to go again, or if you want to let someone else get into the room. Up to you. I am also learning Cyber Sleuth, so... Cyber Sleuth, and then... Out of like which decks I'm most confident in, Adventure is the one I'm most confident in, followed by Cyber Sleuth, followed by DM. Not that I'm good at any one of them. It's just more of a matter of like how well do I know the effects for each one of them. So it's like I know the effects and I know what I'm supposed to do for Cyber Sleuth, but that doesn't mean I win a lot of matches. DM is the one that I'm the weakest at. You could try a different deck. All right, yeah, let's do a different deck. Let's do it. And then if anyone else wants to go, let me know. You can stack Alliance. Oh, as in like a 3-hit? Yeah, I think I just overlooked Biomon, but I was like, no, wait. Cybers versus Dark Magician. I play Time Wizard. Time Wizard and Baby Dragon. 2 Alliance for 3 checks. That's why, like, the 3 different decks that I play, it's like, ooh, I love, For Cyber Sleuth, I play Alphamon, and I like digivolving it over a Rise Greymon for the 3. No! Is that... Oh my gosh, wait. It's like 4 checks. It's like 4 checks with Alphamon. Yeah, it's 4 checks, and then the other good one is when you play DM with Shinmonzemon, digivolving it over a Metal Greymon to do 3 checks. It goes crazy. But that's only... I think the Shinmonzemon over the Metal Greymon is the one that I have the most trouble with pulling off. Because I can pull off Alphamon over Rise Greymon pretty decently. Though sometimes I'm like, I feel like I should do Kirinmon. Because Kirin for the DP reduction, that one's pretty good. I actually improved my Cyber Sleuth deck a teensy bit because I went up against someone at locals and they were giving me the strat for just like, if you just want to do hard like DP reduction, play up your ratio for Hagurumon, for Repamon, and for Kirinmon. And then that plus Alphamon, like the DP reduction just goes hard. Last week I think I tried Terriermon, now it's time for the other twin. Oh, Lopmon! I'm down to see the Lopmon deck. Let's do it. Let me drink some water though. Let me drink some Wawa. Oh, you know what? You're ready? Oh, I didn't even see that you're ready. Let's get into the game right now then. I didn't press finish preparation on my end. Apologies. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let's keep the hand. The mechanic for Cyber Sleuth is now you are sliding your digivolving and your digivolving, kind of like the actual video game. So let's do this. And then play out... Ooh, actually, either of these are pretty good. Let's do this one. Kuremi Detective Agency is like a searcher. Let's bring out Gargomon. Because we need a level 4. I'm curious about the Lopmon deck. Aww! It's Kokomon! When effect suspends one of your... Ooh! So that would have been really good when I was playing, what is it, Wind Guardians for the regulation battles? Which I was not good at that deck at all. That was like so hard for me to like pilot. Terriermon assistant! Aww! Oh, so is the main strat of this one to suspend your own Digimon? I think, have you guys seen the new Hacker's Memory? The Hootie cards? It looks like that's gonna be the mechanic for them as well. Teriske! It seems like suspending is also gonna be the name of the game with the Hootie ones. Level 4 Unga Bunga. Let's do this. We have a good amount of memory. So, Terriermon? I mean, Gargomon, rather. Play out a Tamer. Play out Mide. We're gonna discard... I think maybe just this one. Hagurumon? To draw? Oh, we lucked out. Okay. Digivolve. Just in case we're gonna... Oh, minus 3k to Tiriske. Oh, we have an ad break soon. Let me just snooze this ad. There we go. Then we're gonna Digivolve again. Into... Oh no, we should save that one. We should save that one. Yeah? I want to save that one, because I like that effect. So we'll just do Gargomon again. Unfortunately, I don't have an Ami on the field. Otherwise... We could also do a search. We could search. I could also pop this for 2 memory. If I do this... okay, I'm gonna pop this for 2 memory. Digivolve into Rise Greymon. Digivolve into... Ooh. Wait, do I want to do that right now? Let's do that. I hesitate. I always hesitate with that. There's a chance that we might have to run an ad break in the middle of this match, so if that happens, I do apologize. I'm gonna try to use up as many snoozes as I can, though. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me drink some water, though. My throat is getting dry. Ooh, I see Cherubimon. I see Lucemon in there. Wait, this is so cute. This is from the movie. Double Typhoon. Willis. Okie dokie, Smokey. So let's... I don't have another tamer, so I'm not gonna use that. Digivolve into Hagurumon again. Oh. But actually what I want to do right now is this. Alphamon. And because I Digivolved over Rise Greymon, it's going to have 2 checks. Alphamon's ability lets me unsuspend after attacking. So that's gonna be 2 checks each. And he has Reboot. Alphamon goes crazy. Should I? Do it again. I really like Alphamon, but I am interested in like the older versions of Alphamon as well. I'll just do this. Alright, Reboot. So yeah, for those who just joined the stream, I did only start playing Digimon TCG with BT21, so Adventure was definitely my like first deck, followed by Cyber Sleuth, followed by DM. I have gotten older cards because I do like villain Digimon a lot, so I got the what is it, Infernal Ascendance packs a lot. I love my gal Lilithmon. Not Lily, but Lilithmon. Lilymon's also cute. Is EX10 a dream set for you? It kind of is, but the thing is I don't really run any decks that would like complement anything from EX10. Because I don't have the full set of Demon Lords. Because I feel like that would be the main thing I would want EX10 for. So I probably would just collect it to collect it, you know? Because it's like, ooh, I love Lilithmon. I love Belphemon. Both sleep mode and rage mode. I think that's he's really adorable. Who else? I haven't completed watching Appmon yet, but the Appmon part of the, I guess, Leviathan group, they look really cool. I tried building Appmon with BT22 with this latest pack. I tried building Appmon, but I just couldn't. It's not that I couldn't wrap my head around it. It's just that it was I think I was starting to get like overwhelmed. Even though I feel like Appmon runs the same as like other rainbow decks like Adventure and Cyber Sleuth. Yeah, Oranismon. Yeah, exactly. It's not that it was slow. I don't know what it was. Like, I was able to wrap my head around Cyber Sleuth pretty easily. Same with DM. But there was just something about Appmon that I was like, maybe it is that it's slow. Because I have someone at locals that plays Appmon, but his top end is like Raidenmon. And I was like, oh, that actually like makes a lot of sense. It's like the Raidenmon ace that you also get in BT22. And he was giving me strategies and stuff, but I just could not wrap my head around it. Because I'm noticing that, like, first of all, like, Digimon is my first TCG period, right? I never grew up playing MTG. I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, but I didn't really play the game that much. So this is the first time that I'm like actually into like a TCG. And I feel like because I didn't grow up with it, I'm missing certain parts of my you know, my neural connectors are not as other people's neural connectors are. Like if you are already coming into Digimon with like MTG and Yu-Gi-Oh experience or even Pokemon TCG experience, I feel like it's easier to come up with things like combos or to like foresee what your plan of attack is. But for me, it's a bit difficult. Oh yeah, I forgot that I can unsuspend. Yeah, let's do this. But yeah, like as I was saying, I just could not wrap my head around Appmon. I might want to try again because I think the Leviathan Appmon are kind of cool. And there's that one chick who's really hot. And 100% if you played MTG and Yu-Gi-Oh before Digimon, you'll be able to figure out combos easy peasy. Yeah, like I feel like I'm missing that part of my frontal lobe maybe. Yeah, Luffy, you got it. You got it. I just think she's neat. I just think she's kind of cute. Also, I just realized I'm still in the lunch lady outfit. I can change my outfit as well. Oh man, all the things are happening and Telomon's on the field. Let me play one. Ooh, okay. I'm not an Appmon guy, but Appmons are neat. I think they're pretty cool. I watched the first couple episodes of the series. I am down to keep watching it. But I just don't have time. I got my 9 to 5. I got my office job. Excuse me. Let's get one memory. Let's play out another Ami by bottom decking Mire. And then let's do our shenanigans. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Digivolve into Gardramon, who will minus DP someone. So let's do this. De-Digivolve. Draw for De-Digivolve, and then give another Digimon -3. Digivolve again into Gardramon, who's gonna let me de-Digivolve one of yours. There you go. And then I can Digivolve again for free. Into Rise Gray. Oh, the thing that I just drew, man. Nah, you know what? I don't know if there's gonna be an ace, but we're gonna try it. Snooze. Gain 3k and unsuspend. Minus 5k. And then swing for game. There we go. I lucked out. I gotta admit right now, Fugubi, I gotta admit right now that part of that was like I really like Alphamon's effect, but another part of that is that in other games I have absolutely bricked. So like I have absolutely bricked in terms of just never seeing my level 4s ever. So like yeah, this deck when it goes, it goes, but when it bricks pretty hard. So but that was cool. So is the main strat with Terriermon and Lopmon basically like almost like not gonna lie, I thought that when I suspended Alphamon, I didn't think that would happen. Yeah, if it either digivolves from Kyoko or it has 2 same level Digimon in its stack, it can unsuspend again. So it's a pretty nifty ability. It's kind of OP. I have been owned though. I have been like de-digivolved a lot. I've been bounced a lot. Cause yeah, the thing with Alphamon is that it's a big body and it can easily get like extra DP from inherited effects. But you know, it doesn't. I can't say like how good its defenses are. The clapback potential of the deck is really strong, especially if you have a tamer setup. That's another thing. So I think I lucked up because in other games, I've absolutely bricked by not seeing my level 3s or my level 4s. And having the tamers is really helpful because the whole thing with Ami is that if she sees a de-digivolve to digivolve or a tuck to digivolve, you can digivolve again for free. Other ways that I've been owned by this deck is when you go from rookie to champion the first time, if you go from level 3 to level 4 the first time, and then you can tuck and then digivolve again, but it's not for free. It's for reduced cost, and sometimes I forget that and I lose turn. so I don't know. Sometimes that's just how it be. How many level 4s do you run in this deck? In my experience, you need a high level 4 count. CS in general is fragile. Do you play? I do. I'll show you right now. So I'll actually close this room. So that code is not gonna work anymore. So deck, Cyber Sleuth, to edit. So I run 11 level 3s and 12 level 4s. I include Gabumon for the search. And just for some kind of on play, cause like none of these, like if your stack goes away, then you're kind of defenseless. So I try to at least have some kind of like on play level 3 out there. I run 3 Repamons, 4 Gold Numemons, 2 Gargomons, and 3 Gardramons, because DP reduction and de-digivolve are my personal favorite removal methods. And then Rise Greymon so that I can do Alphamon on top and swing for 4 checks. Okuamon has come in handy a lot, actually. I actually really like Okuamon's effect in a pinch. And then Kirinmon. So if you do like Hagurumon to Repamon or Gardramon to Kirinmon to Alphamon, the DP reduction just keeps building, and I like that. It makes my brain go happy. And I have 1 Humble Dianamon. One guy from my locals did say that like she doesn't do as much for the deck as she could, so you could take out the Dianamon. But she's also really good in a pinch, at least in my experience. Especially if there's just like a big stack on the board. Match was good though. I realized I made a huge mistake in the beginning. Level 4 count seems okay. Yeah, so this was made like upon recommendation from a friend at locals. I'm getting the alt art Ami and the alt art Alphamon. Because I could just run 4 Alphamons. Because I'm getting the alt art pretty soon, I think, and just take out the Dianamon. The one thing I'm undecided on is Mirei and Yugo. Because they both, like, do their jobs fairly well. Like, Yugo is a good searcher, and Mirei, she's really good at, like, playing out my, like, 5-cost, 4-cost tamers, right? Oh, we have an ad break soon, so let me put you guys in recess. Afterwards, we might just do a couple more games, and then we might call it, because I'm getting tired. I was sleep deprived this morning, and I have to go to the office again tomorrow. So I'll see you guys after the ad break. Or it'll start in about, like, half a minute. So maybe I will play another game with folks. Maybe with the CS deck so I can get more familiar with it. But DM, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But okay, I'll see you guys after the ad break. You guys can chill for a bit. I'm gonna get some water. You guys aren't gonna miss anything. And I don't wanna miss a thing. I am an EP bear. You know what? During the ad break, I'm gonna change my outfit. Okay, we're back. We are back in a new outfit. I wanted to pick my retro outfit, so here we are. Yeah, I think we'll do maybe 1 or 2 more games, and then we'll probably call it from there, depending on how long the games go. Because it is almost 9 o'clock my time. So let's duel. Let's go ahead and go back to the classroom. Yippee! Okay, how shall we do this? Does anyone in the Discord want to go again, or shall we open it up to folks in the chat? Because I don't mind either way. How about this? I'll just put the code up on my screen. And then first come, first serve. We'll do it that way, and if no one challenges me, we'll just do random battles. The randomest. So battle, room match, create room. And there you go. Room ID is as such. And then before I forget, I'm also setting up the mosh pit for the end of the stream, our end of stream tradition. We're gonna move cubicles tomorrow. I mentioned at the beginning of stream, but I have to move cubicles. The whole our whole floor on the office has to move cubicles, and luckily all of my stuff fit into 3 neat boxes. I have plushies on in my cubicle. and I have not a Labubu, but a Lafufu. I have the fake ones in my cubicle because I saw them when I was it was like my mom's birthday. We went to like kind of a like place with a little bit of a swap meet next to it, and I saw the fake Labubus and I thought they were adorable. And they were only like $5. Launching? Okay, cool. They're only like $5, so I'm like, yeah, I'm like saving money because I'm not buying like the legit Labubus. But also, I kind of don't really like how the legit Labubus have like that silicone face, like the hard face. The fake ones, they're like plushies. They're like plushies on keychains. So they're nice and soft. They're cute. They're fake, but I'm aware of it. It gives them character. IMO in my imho in my honest opinion. I just think they're neat. I just think they're cool. And actually, while we wait for Luffy's in the room, let me just stop raids. There we go. Yeah, if it's okay with you, Luffy, I will play with Cyber Sleuth. Because it seems like you are very, very well versed in the game. If you don't mind me asking, when did you start playing? Like, what booster did you start playing with? Just know, like I said, I'm not the most experienced person in the world, but I am having fun with this deck. So we'll see what happens. Ooh, that's not great actually. BT13. Ah, okay. This is a little bit better. Yeah, no peeking at my hand, but you can still listen if you want, or mute me. It depends on you. I don't mind either way. But I'll be talking as if we're like face to face doing locals. All right. So Digivolve in the back, draw for Evo, etc., etc. And I will end my turn by playing Yugo Kamishiro. So it's your go at 3 after I do my search. I'm gonna take Ami Aiba. So yeah, your go at 3. Ooh, wait. I recognize that Tsunomon. Oh, you're doing Dragon Links. Cool. I was like, are you playing Numemon? I love Numemon, but cool. I get to see this in action because I actually don't think I've ever seen Dragon Links in action. So let's... Ooh, that's a bit of a toughie. We're actually gonna keep Hagurumon back there. But I will do this. And I will, yeah, take this. Alright, your go at 2. Or is it 3? Oh yeah, you have a mem setter. Okay. What's her name again? Hina? Kurihara? Alright, so you're searching. It's funny that people at my locals were talking about how some people are very stone-faced, like when you're up against them, and it made me wonder if I was one of them, because I try to keep quiet when it's not my turn, or I try not to react as much because I don't want to give away whether I have an ace in my hand or anything like that. But the folks at my locals were talking about like, oh, sometimes it's like well, sometimes you can, they were talking about like, you know, being stone-faced is like super intimidating, but it was just more of like, oh, I like the banter, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna wait, was I not able to play out my, did I not play out my, oh, uh-oh. Your opponent can't play or move Digimon. Oh, until the end of their turn. Interesting. Interesting. Good to know. You gave me a lot of memory for a reason, I see. Because I was like, oh no, how come I can't move from my breeding area? Okay. Let's see what I can do here. At the very least... Less than 6,000. Less than 6,000. Interesting, interesting. Me setting my hand down, forgetting the context, forcing me to check my hand at at any point of interaction to bluff my opponent out. Yeah, that's kind of like it just reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh in a way, right? Okay, how about this? We'll do Mide. We are not gonna reduce the cost. We are gonna search. We're going to discard... Ooh, it's a bit risky to do that, but we will do it. The Hagurumon? Okay. Ooh, okay, I got some little guys. I will pick Gold Numemon. And then finish off by playing for reduced costs. I'm gonna play out an Ami. I know you have a mem setter, but I at least didn't want to put you at 4, even though I feel like you could. Do you have an effect on it? Oh no, it's at 3. It's at 3. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if trying to bluff out your opponent by like putting your hand down and then just being like, wait, what did I have? It feels very Yu-Gi-Oh! It feels like when Yugi and the Pharaoh would fight against Pegasus, and it's like, oh, we just have to switch places. Oh no! Am I gonna get OTK'd right now? For not setting anything up? What level is that? A level 6? Is it... Did you warp? Is that how that happened? Oh no, you played at a level 5. Okay. I was like, how did you do that? Oh, now that's a pretty interesting strat, because yeah, you gave me a lot of memory, but because you played this, it's like, oh, I'm defenseless. Let's see what we could do. If there is anything we could do. Ah, I see, I see. Okay, I have some ideas. Lavorvomon. It's your level 4, okay. Metallic Dramon, that's scary. It feels, the design feels very Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Alright, let's see if we can come back from this. I think we might be able to. Memory +1. We're also going to trade out Mire for another Ami. Just cuz. I'm gonna do gold Numemon first. This one. And then I'm going to tuck. Digivolve again into Gardramon. Oh, I did the wrong thing in the wrong order, but that's okay. Oh wait, yeah, I can. I can. I was like, I can't Digivolve again! But wait, I can. And then, wait, let me look at this. Yes. We're gonna do this. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do this. Alphamon. -5 DP to this one. And then swing. Okay, gain 3k unsuspend. -5k to Lavorvo. And then 2 checks. And then we do it again. Ooh, oh, dang it. Alrighty, alrighty. I'm gonna pop these two. For more searchy. I'm gonna get Terriermon. And then another searchy. For I guess? Yeah, Palmon. Okay, and then reboot. Oh, it's a different Rena. Or Hina. Cause I was like, wait a minute, did I completely misinterpret like her effect? Which wouldn't be the first time that's happened. I completely misinterpreted the effect of Magna X for like the longest time. I thought it was just like a blanket immunity to effects, no matter what. I didn't realize that it was linked to security checks. And I was just like, oh, it's on the field. I guess I just have to alliance it into oblivion. Not realizing that like, oh, I could just prevent it from hitting security. I could just ace my way into it. No! Not the D-Digivolve! Oh no! Well played. But let's see. Get some more memory. All the memory. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Palmon. Digivolve in the back. Ooh, okay. We have options. Gold Numemon. Security -2 to your Metallic Dramon. Hard play at 10 cost. I mean... Wait, can I Digivolve? I thought I was gonna... Oh yeah, because it does have more in the stack. Yeah, it does have more in the stack. Yeah, let's do it. I was like, I thought I had to tuck again, but no, no, no. We are not gonna digivolve again, actually. We are not gonna trash that security. Rendezvous or a rendezvous? Manju. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me read this one again. Ooh. I'm thinking, I'm thonking. I'm thinking and thonking. 5, 2, 4. Minus, no, I'm not gonna trash my security. Minus DP to that one. Okay, what are we gonna do about Metallic Dramon here? Because it can still swing. And it's a when attacking. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, let me see something real quick. Pop this for extra memory. I'm gonna play Cyberspace Eden to cycle out my bottom security card. Okay, that didn't help me as much as I thought it would. Hard play Gabumon. Ooh. I'm getting the Dianamon. Pop this for extra memory. Dianamon. There's no Digivolution cards to trash, so I'm just gonna bounce. Oh yeah, that's right. The level 6s have that effect. Oh boy. Well, at least it's just the Gabumon. But what is it? On play. Okay, so the when digivolving doesn't happen, but the when attacking does. This is quite the predicament. However, I'm gonna do this. That's right, Alphamon's back. In Pog form, minus 5k. Oh no, the cost! I forgot! No, I thought that it was just for free. I misinterpreted. I miscalculated. Yeah, unsuspend. Oh, there's nothing to unsuspend, they're both unsuspended. I've made a grave error. I thought that I could still swing and take down your Volcanic Dramon. It's a misplay! It's a misplay! Uh-oh. Yeah, you could take out the Repamon. Block. It's gonna be able to unsuspend again. You're gonna play out something else because of that effect. Is it gonna be the Metallic Dramon? Oh, what's that? What does that do? De-Digivolve! That's a good one. That's pretty good. Sorry, I had to mute to sneeze. Uh-oh. Not the Metallic Dramon. No, the De-Digivolve again! Wait, did it not activate? Oh, it's when attacking, I see. It's on play when attacking. I see. But when digivolving, none of your opponents level 4 or lower can digivolve. Okay, good to know. So this one can't digivolve. I have to keep it to level 5 and above. I think this is still doable though. Unless, what is that? No! No, you got me good. You got me good. I feel like there's no use in taking out Palmon. Right? Because it can't digivolve. And breeding. Or maybe there was to have a smaller body on the field for effects. I could do this though. Yeah, I could do this. Yeah, so I'm gonna put Repamon in my security. I can't attack though. When this Digimon suspends. No! Masaka. Okay, I'm just gonna end with a Kyoko. And hope for the best. We're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna see what happens. You're searching, you're searching. The designs are so cute. Also, I'm thinking after this match, whether I win or lose, we're probably gonna call it. Because I realize we are getting close to the 3-hour mark. I want to get some din-din. I had some buko pandan today. My dad made some yesterday. Buko pandan and fish. I asked him for tilapia because we were at the local Filipino store. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. I'm gonna trash Repamon so that we could play it out. There we go. Ooh, it's a bit risky. I could do minus 9k. Yes. I didn't really need that Ami Aiba. It's hard to get rid of it when it's like, oh, it wasn't hard played. I could have. I guess I could have digivolved. Yeah. Do you like your tilapia grilled or fried? I like it. Well, either. I would say fried, but you know, because I'm now in my 30s, reaching my mid 30s. The doctor has told me that I have to be careful about the fried food, so I've been enjoying grilled a little bit more lately. They actually didn't have tilapia at the place. No! Is that medieval Gallon mod? No! My nemesis. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, let's add something to the hand. Let's do my trusty knight, my trusty royal knight. They didn't have tilapia yesterday, so my dad got me another kind of fish. It started with a P. Pamplano? Pump something? It was good though. And it was actually, this might sound weird, but it was one of the first times that I really like, I don't know, like, how do I say it? Like, I'm not usually the one who like takes the fish meat off of the bones. Like I've always grown up with like my parents essentially like doing that for me. So it was one of the first times I did it myself, even though I'm in my ripe mid-30s. I don't know, there was something that felt good about it. It was like a Pompano, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Pompano. No! My Digimon! They're gone? Oh no! Oh no, it might be Babink over. We'll just see, cause I still got someone waiting in the wings and 6 memory. And there's Metallic Dramon. Oh no. Yeah, like, I remember growing up, I'd watch my mom, you know, eat fish and rice, and she would just, like, use her fork to, oh, wait, can I do that? He's back. He's back in bog form. To this guy. To this guy. Yeah, to this guy. Let's see what's possible here. Let's see what we could do. How we can scratch our way back. First thing we're gonna do, Repamon. Wait, we still can't digivolve? How come we still can't digivolve? Is it, Is it this one? Did you then delete one of your opponents? If no, did you want to delete it? None of your opponents unsuspended. Can digivolve? Oh no! Oh no! I may have overlooked that. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's think about this then. If I can't digivolve, because my plan was to go through all these effects, but clearly that's not gonna be possible anymore, so... If we do this, I can at least get this down? I'll do that. Will you block? Okay, you're letting that one through. And then I'm gonna do that again. To at least get rid of medieval. And then will you block? There you go. That's gone. But I still can't digivolve, huh? Because of the effect? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I could still do this. Oh, wait. I was like, wait a minute. I can attack with Palbon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was so hard. That was so hard. No, GG's, Luffy. Good. GG's. That I was like on the edge of my seat. My bare cheeks were quite clenched. You misplayed. I think that's probably the only reason I won. Try Red Snapper sometime? I would be down. And then Ovolando, you said I haven't had to debone a fish in a hot minute. I've always bought the pre-filleted ones. Yeah, you know what? That's what it is. I'm so used to eating like salmon, right? Eating salmon. It's already like filleted. It's already deboned and stuff. So like actually getting like a whole fish and just like deboning it and going through that, I don't know, something about it felt super satisfying. It's one of those like Like, is this what my ancestors did? Like, kind of feelings? Except maybe not with like a... No, you know what? I didn't even use my fork and spoon. I used my bare hands. That's right. My bare paws. And I don't know, something about it just felt kind of nice. And it's like, I should do this more. I should do this more with my bare hands. My claws. Another one for good measure? Nah, if it's okay with you, we're getting close to the 3-hour mark for streaming. I'm pretty tired and I have to go to the office tomorrow, but I usually do DCGO every Monday. I just didn't do it yesterday because it was my dad's birthday, but if you're down to tune in on Digi Mondays, oh yeah, thanks for the follow, SSJ Luffy. Thank you. And also thanks for the tips that you were giving me earlier. Same with, what was it? Shikageru was also in chat, so glad to see some more DCGO folks. Some Digimon TCG folks out there. And you absolutely don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I also have a Discord. I might need an updated link because the one in my command is not is not updated. Give you a second. Invite people. You absolutely do not have to if you don't want to, but I'm just gonna put the link in the chat just in case. That way you can also sign up for the role just in case I do go live and you might want to play some matches. Completely optional, but yeah. We do have an end of stream tradition though, so if you're interested in that, we have a mosh pit. Open up the pit. That we have. Twisty, hello. And Apolin asked, did you just pronounce Salmon like Digimon? Yes, I did. I know it's pronounced salmon, but I kind of sort of grew up pronouncing it as salmon. So I tried to actively like correct myself and say salmon, but sometimes that time I was just kidding. I was just poop posting. I was just shit posting. I didn't mean to say salmon. That's just a thing that happens sometimes. But April and I've never had swordfish before. I would be super down because it seems like a big old juicy fish. I am a fan of... It wasn't even salmon, you said salmon. It's a little hee hee ha ha. We do some trickery here. We do some hee hee ha ha's. Have it? It's so nice. I'm down because like if it's anything like tuna's like huge, right? So if it's anything like that, I'm super down. I am a lover of all flavors of fish and shrimp and crustacean, the sea cockroaches and whatnot. I even like, oh my gosh, my latest obsession at the Japanese place that is near me and Beans' place, we get eel. Eel's been, or not we because he's vegan, but I get eel. I love eel. Lynx's Floodgate Central? Yeah! That was insane! Like, by turn 2, I already couldn't digivolve at all. That was crazy. That was fun, though. That was fun to play against. It's got half the texture of a steak. Ooh, it's been a minute since I've had steak. Eel is so good. Have you had octopus sushi? I have, but maybe it's the place that I ate it at, but it was too squishy for me. Like, I was chewing it for, like, I want to say 5 minutes, and I was like, I don't like this. I don't like how much chewing I have to do for this octopus sushi. So I like eel because it's like, okay, I will say right now, I'm not such an old bear that I, like, have dentures and need to chew soft things or anything like that. But if I'm chewing on something for more than 5 minutes, it's like... It's like, I'm tired of this. But it's also like too big to just like gulp, you know? So I have to keep on chewing it. It could just be that place though. It's very possible that maybe other sushi places have better quality octopus. I am a fan of takoyaki though. Like, it's not that I don't like octopus, it's just that the sushi was kind of chewy. But takoyaki is bomb. I like, anytime I'm at like a Japanese place, I get takoyaki. If I can. Even though my doctor said I should cut down on the fried foods. It's okay. I'm gonna lose some of my bear blubber, you know? I'm gonna lose the bear blubber, and soon I'll get to eat whatever I want. Including blubber. In Korea, there are specialty eel barbecue places. Ooh, that makes my mouth water. Guys, we have to mosh. We have to mosh. We have to open up the pit. Open up the pit. You buy a bucket of chopped up eel and then all sit around a grill. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds so good. That's especially with how eel is just cooked and the natural. The only thing is the bones. I just don't like how much bones I have to pick out. But such is the struggle of eating fish, right? Like that it just comes with the territory. Oh, it's actually a little different than Japanese unagi. Oh, okay, okay. If it's different, I wonder if there's a place in Los Bincos that might serve it like that. Hello, Amrelief Avantage. You're just in time for the mosh pit. We're gonna mosh. For any newbies that came by today, if you want to join us in our end of stream tradition, our end of stream mosh pit, all you gotta do is once you hear the music, just gotta spam your favorite emotes. I'm gonna make your little bear avatars fight against each other. Just know that there's no correlation between how much you spam and whether or not your bear wins. It's completely RNG. It's completely RNG. Just take a vacay to Korea? Maybe. I'm scared of flying now, though. I developed a fear of flying. Like, I didn't used to have this before. You guys down for bakshin at the APT? Speaking of Korea. Apata apata. Never rigged. It's not okay. The mosh pit. I'm waggling my finger at you, Bibinkubs. The mosh pit is never rigged. The epic 2-week period where every single flight was just crashing. Yeah, it kind of was that. It kind of like high-key, low-key was that. It freaked me out, and that was after I came back from. Or no, I think it was like. Around that time, I went to Japan and then I came back. And then during that flight, I was just nervous the entire time. And like the first time I went to Japan and then when I went to the Philippines with my family, like last year, I had no fear at all. Even when there was turbulence. Even when there was turbulence, I was like, I'm getting rocked to sleep. but like the last trip, I was petrified. I was like sweating. I was like holding Beans' hand, his paw, if you will. I was just like, oh God, this is it. Like, this is it. I want to live. Nothing to do with downsizing air control. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What an anomaly of a month. Plane crashes are actually super rare. They are. That's the thing. That's the reason why I wasn't scared before. I was never scared before because I knew that they were exceedingly rare. And the fact that so many had happened, one right after the other, after a noticeable downsize of certain things, then yeah, it kind of made me scared to travel, if I'm being quite honest. So if Beans and I do travel, it might just be like within Los Bincos. It might even be in Las Vegas. We might visit Folk and Saku one of these days, you know. But somewhere that's like driving distance, you know. Unless we want to do like a road trip to New York City and visit Matthew and Owen, you know. But that's still up in the air. We'll see. Just your time to meet the Bear Emperor Bearkind in the sky. No. No. Reminds me of yes, okay. Orlando, that also kind of contributed to the fear because I think I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw exactly what you're thinking. I saw the exact scene that you're thinking. I think I saw it literally right before the Japan trip and I was like, oh no. Like, oh no. Okay, guys, let's lighten the mood with some bakshin at the apata. Apata. Alright, once you hear the music, start spamming those emotes. We'll raid into someone. Random game. Game start. That's loud. Bro. Bakshin. 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 Oh, you guys can see this. Okay. This is amazing. Go crazy. Meet me at the... Get to moshin. Bakshin. Gurshi. Me like I love you, baby. Don't you need me like I need you now? Or tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the. This is amazing. This is amazing. What the heck? What the heck is this? What the heck is this? I actually don't even know this other song. Yo, oh Orlando, you won the mosh pit. Let's go. Gurshi, gurshi, gurshi. Let's go. Equestria girls? It's like, is it like MLP but they're people? You baby, don't you leave me like I need you now. Tomorrow or tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the Bakshin. This is so good, yeah. It's like that one song with, was it like the Reese's Puffs one? It's like the Reese's Puffs one. It's like the Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Trouble Key's amazing. You could check. Are they the person that did the the Reese's Puffs in the Maroon 5 song? Suck. Why is that the first thing? We have to raid, you guys. We have to raid. We have to raid. So since we buckshined, we're gonna raid into my VTuber sibling, Galahuse. He was also rigged by Big Ham. He's currently playing Uma Musume. I just feel like that's very fitting, you know? Triple Q is amazing. Have I recommended Neil Ciciriega before? I feel like you have, but I will check them out again. But otherwise, I will see you guys on Friday. I think, yeah, Friday we're gonna do some art appreciation. For real this time, for real. So, Friday, 6:30 p.m. PST. I'll see you guys then. We're gonna raid into Galahuse. Tell him I said hello. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Lemon Demon! Ah, okay, that's why it sounds so familiar. Okay, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Who's getting the last comment? Who's getting the last chat message? Who's it gonna be? Ready? Ready? Bye-bye! Bye-bye! You got it! We're raiding! We're raiding! Good job, A. Poland!